What's up, fellas? Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't done one of these in quite some fucking time. Yeah, that was mostly because I didn't fucking want to. And I didn't have anything to complain about, but today I found something, so I just thought, we would freestyle the shit as we always do and just kind of talk about it a bit. So today we are going to be talking or discussing the question if we deserve to have a good life or deserve to have a pleasurable life. That's better. As we defined what was that? A few videos back, there really is no way to tell what is a good life and what is not. There is no way you can really define that. But many people can define they can have a pleasurable life, let's say. Right? That does not mean a pleasurable life is a good life automatically. What it refers to is probably that some people do wish for a pleasurable life, or most of us, right? We don't want to suffer pain that is unneeded. We don't want to suffer pain that doesn't lead us anywhere. And some people are so fetishized that they don't even want to suffer pain at all, which is a topic for another video, which I might do in the future. But I think the entire promise of the good life, or the good life in itself, the good old American dream, comes from the basis of these rom-coms and these movies. Because they always try to show us the perfect lives we could have. The worst types of movies, at least for me, are those autobiographies that just kind of like show the people that it's kind of easy to do it and that they don't have to really try. Well, look, every autobiography has to have some truth in it, right? But since the movie is cut down into an hour 30 version, I mean, there are only so many scenes you can put into the movie. And for example, look at the movies that are not purely autobiographical. For example, The Wolf of Wall Street, and how it fetishizes wealth and happiness and drugs. I mean, I remember that after the movie came out, I never really seen the movie actually. I just saw like few scenes from it. But many people were like, well, I'm Jordan Belfort, I'm fucking blah blah blah. And they started talking crap, they started walking that way. It's the same thing as when people read that obnoxious book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, by that fucker, I don't know his name. And they think that they've mastered some social whatever, and they just go around and practice like these tips and tricks from the book, trying to be ultra manipulative, because they have been promised that if they do that, they'll have a pleasurable and awesome life. Most of these people have in their heads what a good life means, and that means earning shit ton of cash and just being rich overall, or just being famous, or just doing this and that. And you can't really blame those people because they have been so taught, or they have been taught to think so by the television, by the news, by the media, by probably not having a strong role model that tells them like, yo, the simplicity in life isn't about earning shit ton of money. It's more about, well, trying to make the best out of every situation you can. But no, these people follow the Musks, the Jobs, the Gates, the Bezoses of the world. And that's how it ends up doing, right? That's how it comes crashing down. There is a very slim chance you're gonna make it. And I'm sorry to break your bubble, but there is a fucking very slim chance you're gonna make it. And it's not good to bet your entire life on that premise. Most of the time, these people didn't really care about making it or not. To a certain extent, of course, they did. And who doesn't want to make it big? But not to the point they would fetishize it and try to do everything they can in their life. This kind of connects to the video about the self-help bubble, where people think that by adjusting routines they automatically become the thing. That is exactly what Marlboro has done with its advertising back in the 60s, where they start, or 50s, I don't fucking know the years now, but where they started putting like these manly men smoking cigarettes. Till this day, Marlboro, at least in many countries, is considered a manly cigarette, right? And mostly the other variations of cigarettes are considered to be cheap. Marlboro is sort of like the staple of the industry. Like, whoa, you're a man, you smoke Marlboro, and they're supposed to be harder. They're not really harder. It's just like, yeah, it's a different taste, but not really harder. You can take it from me. I won't elaborate why, but you can. What I wanted to pretty much say, or to conclude with this video, is that we all have dreams. We all have perfect lives that we imagine for ourselves, and most of the time, you have a very slim chance of attaining the life you want. Yeah, that's a better word. What many people do, or many people where many people do the mistake, or what many people do the mistake of, is that correct English grammar? I guess yes. Is that they try to force their dreams onto the reality. So there is a situation that is real, you're living that situation currently, and these people are like, well, I have my American dream, and I'm gonna force it, and I'm gonna become successful, even if, well, whatever. And it's one of those motivational videos about, like, whatever it takes and bullshit like that. Yeah, okay, but do you want to spend your entire life doing nothing? Or attaining nothing, like not moving anywhere, just being with the same stationary goal of I want to get rich and I want to get rich fast. Yeah, I think a much safer bet or a much more reasonable bet is to try to look at the situation you currently have. Look at the options. Look at them without bias. Look at the options you have and you can and how you can work with them. Yeah, that's important. And then try to adjust your dreams accordingly. And I hate to use the word dreams. I would rather use goals. Yeah, goals is a better word. Try to adjust your goals based on that. Try to see where you can actually move and whether you would like to move there in that direction. And try to, make the best out of the situation you currently have. This is not about me telling you to give up on whatever you want. This is me trying to tell you that it's not always good to just recklessly go for your dream and then get a midlife crisis when you're 40 because you realize you haven't moved anywhere and you haven't even moved that close to attaining your dream. So don't fall trap for that. You're smart, you are rational people. So yeah. And I'm gonna post more shit in the following days. Yeah, be ready for that. It's gonna be just a bunch of stupid memes. So yeah, I've given up on serious content. I'm probably gonna do a few videos, but it's mostly gonna be memes at this point. Yeah, alright, well, and there have been a couple of new subscribers. If you're watching this, welcome. Thank you for joining the community that we have here. Feel free to comment or whatever you think about the video, or just generally what's on your mind. Yeah, we can talk. I'll try to answer all of your comments, but for some fucking reason, YouTube has disabled the function where I can directly see the comments. So I have to just kind of check every video daily if there are some new comments, and it gets repetitive. But I'll try to answer. Alright, and that's it pretty much. Thank you so much, and see you soon, Budsters.